Take you on a journey now. We'd like you to think about a current college student somewhere in the United States. And she's thinking about graduate school, and she's thinking about a way of combining her strong interest in the technological fields with a strong desire that she has for entrepreneurship. And we're going to show you our vision for how to take this student's dreams and aspirations and bring them to reality here in New York City, and have the company remain in New York City and generate revenue and jobs. And we're going to tell you just a little bit about how we think that could occur. We believe that the applied sciences challenge that the mayor has given to the world, which we have responded to, is the right idea at the right time. In the 21st century, the technology sector is shifting from technology for its own sake to technology in the service of business and industry. We firmly believe, my partner and I, that New York City is positioned to become the new technology capital of the world because of the unrivaled potential for this deep connectivity, as I mentioned, between technological advance and the many businesses that it may serve. The scale that would matter to a city this size and vibrant, of course, is the creation of tens to hundreds of thousands of jobs. And this is a scale that Cornell and Technion have already succeeded in the past and will continue to in the future. The Cornell and Technion have developed a strategic alignment because of many, many things that we have in common. As you heard the mayor recite, Cornell faculty and alumni have been responsible for approximately 2,600 companies, as a conservative estimate, just in the last 5 years, that employ more than 34,000 people.
As you heard the mayor said, the Technion is changing the economy of Israel. Technion graduates are now leading the high-tech economy. There are more startup companies in Israel than in the entire European continent, in absolute numbers. Every major corporation have an R&D center within 15 minutes drive from the Technion, including Apple, that just announced that they are going to open their R&D center in the vicinity of the Technion. Combining the two traditions, the Cornell and Technion, will bring, I believe, such a level of excellence to the Roosevelt Island that it will catalyze and change the economy of the city. We believe that the new campus will be a magnet that will allow us to attract high-tech companies, entrepreneurs, VC groups, and excellent faculty to this new campus. We envision a ring of companies around the campus that will allow us both technology transfer and mentoring of students by the industry. And this new interaction between industry and academia will be something which will be innovative and new.
We estimate conservatively the creation of 30,000 permanent jobs from spin-offs, from licensing of intellectual property, and for growth of existing business. As the mayor mentioned, we envision up to 8,000 permanent jobs from campus operations and up to 20,000 construction jobs as the campus takes shape. What are the ingredients for success? Well, of course, we need what is called thought leadership, envisioning and experimenting with the future, and of course technology innovation. And we sorely need, and we believe we have found the right city for entrepreneurial ecosystem. And I want to make a very important point. We are not so naive as to think that one single campus is going to create all of these jobs by itself. Our idea is to blend in, as I mentioned, with the many, many other aspects of the city that are currently so active and successful. And the mayor has mentioned some of those activities and successes. And to come together with the already existing and flourishing ecosystem in this city and help to add one more piece to the puzzle to make it a complete picture. But the part of the picture that the mayor challenged us to do is to expand the talent pool. And how can we do that? Well, first we need to attract the most outstanding and diverse students to New York City. And Cornell and Technion and the many other excellent educational institutions in this city will attract them aplenty. Secondly, We need to utilize all the powers at our disposal to develop and hone their skills, not only in technology, but in the related business skills that are necessary to complete that circle. Very importantly, we need to retain them in New York City, as many as possible for as long as possible, and by this active positive feedback loop, create that expanded talent pool that the mayor has wisely called for.
We plan on having 2 new academic degrees, a Master of Applied Sciences, a dual degree between Cornell and the Technion, and a PhD, a dual degree between Technion and Cornell. These will be new degrees, again emphasizing engineering on one hand and entrepreneurship spirit on the other. In addition to that, there will be the traditional academic degrees on campus, like a master and a PhD in more traditional fields. We decided to go away from the traditional structure of a university. Instead of having faculties, we're going to have hubs. And the hubs will be flexible. You can see now the first 3 hubs that we envision on Roosevelt Island. The Healthier Life Hub, the Connected Media Hub, and the Built Environment Hub. Computer science, electrical engineering, information sciences, economics, and business will be the common theme of all 3 hubs. But each of them will interact with specific, more traditional fields. And these hubs will be flexible. In 5 years, they may be different, and these hubs will be interacting with the traditional industries outside Roosevelt Island, like with the advertisement, entertainment, finance, publishing, the Connected Media Hub, healthcare, insurance, medical information system, the Healthier Life Hub, and the architectural designs, construction and energy, the Built Environment Hub. We envision it as an open, very flexible system that will build around themes rather than around traditional fields of expertise.
In a moment, we're going to take you on a very, very brief tour of an artist's conception of this beautiful campus. I want to tell you some of the attributes that we have designed into the plan. Once again, taking a challenge from the mayor and from the way this city looks at how we should build things and develop things. This campus will be an environmental standard bearer that will make people in the city of New York and around the country proud. It will have open and welcoming public spaces, and as I mentioned to you, will be inclusive and not exclusive. It will be both a campus and a community, and we believe a technology magnet for those many other pieces of the puzzle already successful throughout New York City. And finally, within the campus buildings, the idea is to set up the opportunity for spontaneous interaction between people, between organizations, both academic and corporate, and make it a living laboratory for bringing together the many pieces in New York City in a micro level that also have to be brought together and have been brought together so successfully by this administration at the macro level. Mr. Mayor, thank you for this wonderful opportunity.